What's up, Chaotic Amateurs listeners? Remember to hit the buttons on the subscribing and the liking and the things with the Twitters and the Instagrams and on the web pages with the stuff. But more importantly, where were we last week? Well, they had felled one room where they figured out the kings, the queens, and all that sort of stuff. And then they gone into the other room, and they are now fighting a rock giant. Oh, what's going to happen, boys and girls? Let's hear this theme song and then find out.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of Chaotic Amateurs.
Come on, we can do this. Dwarf.
All right. I'll just keep swinging my sword. That's all I do.
I yell to the dwarf, I saved the last hit for you.
25.
Yep. It's a hit.
$13.
13 damage?
Yeah.
All right.
And I have one more attack.
Okay.
I forgot to roll my stun.
Oh.
23.
Okay.
Same thing. 14.
Damage?
Yeah.
All right.
How's he doing life-wise?
Jeez, how do you have a plus
7?
7 to your...
Because of my fighting style.
Okay. So what do you want to do? Describe it in as much glorious detail as you'd like. I'll let you have the floor.
Okay. So is he dying? Because otherwise I'll expend an action surge and kill him some more, but...
Don't expend.
Okay, thank you, DM, kindly, sir. Okay, so, yeah, like I'm squaring up on him, you know, and just
Yami just hit him in the knee.
Yeah, fire in my eyes, and I just, you know, I swing, and I like to think that, you know, I get both legs, and then I come back across, and I just like get him like right across, like, you know, the quads. Hopefully I can't. I guess maybe I can't reach that high, but
And then you say, today's leg day, mother.
Gotta get those gains. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I want to like do one attack, and then I want to like spin around and like flourish my sword up above and just like come down on his leg again.
All right.
Because that's all I can hit, because I'm 5 feet tall.
Well, I'll spruce it up for you. So you come running in. You come running in from the side. You see that X mark that you put right in the middle of his shin. Oh, yeah. And you see his knee is all cracked up from yam horn, just pounding away at it. And you come running in and you just swing right at the X. Boom. You go right through the stone of his leg. And you keep going and you jump up and you swing back around and slice right through his knee. And you've delegged him. He falls forward and pretty much shatters like a frozen T-1000 in Terminator 2.
Oh, yeah.
And both doors open. And before his entire body, it was sort of like a light, sort of alive, like a light gray, sort of a live rock. You start to see all the pieces go very, very dark gray, very, very like ashy and that sort of stuff, and they kind of become very soft and crumbly. And you start to just see it from the legs all the way up his body. And as it's going up, the last thing that you hear from him, only what you need, never what you want.
I hate it when I hear stuff like that.
Very good, gentlemen. I'll show you the hybrid that I made. That I made you. So it's a stone giant on the far right there. However, I hybrided him with a a Galabdur, who's the guy. He can like transform into the rock shapes and do that sort of stuff, but he is completely damage resistant against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. And he's immune from exhaustion, paralyzed, poison, and petrified. So it's like that's why you guys were getting the negative 2 to any time you hit him.
Yeah.
Except when you'll notice, except for like when you added the magic to it, and when you were attacking with your magical mace.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So as he's crumbled in rocks there, I sheath my sword and I say, "Only the strong survive." And
So
protector,
that's
strong.
what it looked like.
Yum rolls his eyes.
And you guys didn't notice this before. I'm surprised you didn't pick up on it. But
Hey, it's a person.
what? No. Like when you go right and left, you go down, to the right when you went down, and then you went up, and then you went up, and then you went down. So these rooms are next to each other, and they're on the same playing field. Oh. They're right next to each other. Just the wall separates them.
it's hard to notice that when you're like in the dungeon.
No, I get it. And he's throwing marbles and stuff. What are you doing?
Come on, Dwarf. You should be able to see that.
It's a robot or something.
No.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it does.
It just needs arms.
Okay, so
Worthy
what do you do
enemies
now?
Are far and few between.
I'm going to look around for where his head would have been,
Okay.
and I'm going to sit on it.
Okay.
I approve of that.
Just to be, comfortable.
I
All right.
nod approvingly.
It crumbles underneath you like moon rock, and your little bottom hits the ground.
Disappointed.
He makes a cute little halfling sound as he hits the ground.
I'll take a handful of the ash stuff and put it in my pack.
Seems like good dust to have.
I don't believe in it.
And
I mean,
Seems
he
like
was a
there-
worthy opponent, but was he that
It seems like there could be a quest in the future that says you need the ash of a stone giant
I have that.
hybridized with a
thing?
thing.
A Caleb Doer.
Yeah,
Ooh, a Caleb door.
Yeah.
No.
That's not down on the third floor.
All right.
So what's in these two doors that open?
Well, the one on the right is the door you came in. The one on the left was the one he was guarding.
Let's go through the one that he was guarding.
Okay.
You
You all enter?
Dwarf,
through
I
it.
feel like you should go first since this is your.
follow.
I
Dwarf.
always will.
Okay. So you enter into this room, and it is basically there's no torches, there's no lights. However, right in front of you, you see a huge sarcophagus, and it's up on a sort of a pedestal where it's up against the wall again. It looks similar to when you guys first entered in, where it's carved out of the wall. Coming up, straight up from it, you see almost like a little bit of crystal that's hanging down. And if you were to remember correctly, it looks very similar to the one that was in the gazebo.
Yeah.
And there's light shining out of it, and it's illuminating this amazing casket. And so there's like, 2 steps, and then the platform is like the third step. So you have to step up to it. When you enter the room, once again, it has the sort of slanted walls as the first room with the queens and kings and that sort of stuff. I want you guys to all just roll me a basic perception check.
Here's a question for the DM.
Yeah.
If when I was inspecting the gazebo and I just on a whim said, I want to roll to dig, and I hit a natty 20, would you have let us go straight into the treasure room?
You don't know if this is a treasure room. It looks like, we'll see in a second what it looks
that's true.
like.
I don't
But
know.
you would have had to have burrowed down a lot.
Natty 20 is pretty good.
Yeah, then I would have been like, in a year, you've burrowed.
Okay, yeah. Well, you guys have
You
gone down and
smooth
had
sailing.
adventures. Yeah,
You have smooth sailing. You've created all these pulleys and bucket systems to get the dirt out.
it's like what's that island, Oak Island or whatever, where
Oh,
they try
yeah,
to
yeah.
get the treasure?
Yep. Oak Island.
The money pit.
Oh no, it's
Yeah, the money
flooded.
pit.
So I'll go ahead and give guidance as the half elf.
So it's a very it's the same sort of gray and stuff as all the rest of the rock, but it looks a little creepier because it's just this sort of like white light instead of the golden of the fire and the torches. It's this white light, so it casts like interesting sort of. It almost feels darker, but also lighter at the same time. It's like a real nice shade job on a cool picture.
I got a 12.
I rolled a 19.
11.
Okay, it was at 10. So you guys enter in, and in front of you, you see the casket with the light coming down on it. And because of the way that it almost looks like marble, how it's polished, that's sort of bouncing. And, it has the same design as you've seen before, but this time in the center where the shield is, it's sort of basically, and it goes off in different directions with the thing. So it's like guiding the light and kind of like refracting it out. As you look around, you in the corners of the room, you see, directly in front of you is the casket. Then where the joints of the corners of the room is, you see other caskets. And then as you're on your right and your left directly, as you're in a room, you see other caskets. Above the caskets, the walls are ornately flourished, and like above the caskets, sort of like on an angle, in each corners of the room are 4 gargoyles, almost like keeping watch over these caskets, but all, these two definitely also kind of look like they're at an angle where it's like they could be here or they're keeping track of your great-great-grandfather's coffin.
What do you think, guys? Should we knock the heads off of these gargoyles first?
Is there any writing anywhere?
It's another robot.
Nope, there's no writing. It just it looks like a very pristine sort of version of like the tombs in Last Crusade, where they're down there in the Knights Templar and stuff.
You've chosen poorly. Oh, I see it now. All right. Well, I just walk up the steps to the sarcophagus.
Okay.
Yelmhorn is looking to see if there's any inscriptions on the other things while he's checking out the sarcophagus.
Yeah, also checking out the statues.
The inscriptions on the other coffins are all in Dwarven.
Okay.
I mean, everything is in Dwarven.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I teach them how to read Dwarven.
You're down there for 5 years.
I say, Dwarf, are the rest of these your family as well?
I go and read the inscriptions to find out.
If you're looking at the coffin, which is your great-great-grandfather, to the right of that is his wife. Mm. To the left of that is your grandfather. Mm. To the back left, so when you enter the room immediately to your left, is your father, which blows your mind because you thought he was buried elsewhere. Mm. To the right
is where I go.
Is where you go.
Should I kill you now?
You can try, Yelmhorn.
Do you want to be put to rest with your family? So
this is your grave. You need to stay.
Well, your parents picked a lovely plot for you. This is great. So, since this is your family, I'm assuming you just told me that, right?
Yeah, I tell you that, and then I go over there and I see my name inscribed on it, and I'm like, Durok Dragonsbane.
It says 1120.
Question mark.
Yeah. So every time they bury somebody, do they have to go through the stone giant?
God, I hope not. God, dwarves are so annoying, aren't they? And the inscription on my tombstone says, he died doing the right thing.
Yeah. Died hating himself.
So what? I just like push open my sarcophagus and
I say, dwarf, do you need some time alone in here?
Of course not, Yelmhorn.
So should we loot? Where's that sword? Is the sword supposed to be with him?
I feel like I'm a little disturbed that there's
that's right.
no
You're like
dirt or earth or anything to kind of bring these bodies to rest.
We prefer the stone.
It just seems odd to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I felt like the secret lied with Hiruk's sarcophagus, but maybe the secret's with mine.
You never know. What do you want to do? I don't want to make the decisions down here because this is your family.
Well, I guess can I peek in mine?
Peek?
If you want to.
That's a no.
It eats you up and you live there forever.
No, you can't ask me. You have to tell me what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
sure.
is
I'll
D&D.
take a peek inside my sarcophagus just because I'm morbidly curious, you know?
Okay.
Can I just open it or should I roll?
Yeah, you can open it.
Okay, I open it up.
There's nothing in there.
Okay.
Unless you get in. Do you get in?
I thought maybe there was an imposter.
Get in. Go ahead.
Should I?
See if it fits.
All right, sure.
Cozy up in there.
Yumhorn closes it.
I go ahead
And
climb
he
on
takes his kit.
Lock it.
No, Yumhorn sits
You
on
board
it.
him up in there.
Yeah, Yumhorn sits on it.
All right,
Say
so,
Yumhorn is the best.
I am laying inside my sarcophagus now with Yumhorn sitting on top.
And Yumhorn says, say
I'm the
Yumhorn
best.
is the best.
No.
I'll let you out if I say
Yeah.
you say I'm the best.
So I imagine the sword is in your grandfather's.
I agree.
I let him out.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So now I gingerly approach Hidruk's sarcophagus.
And as you gingerly approach, you hear in all four corners of the room light stone cracking as the gargoyles come alive.
I told you we should have hit their
Smash the
heads off.
gargoyle.
Yeah.
We should have rested first.
And now I need you to roll initiative.
Fart.
17.
23. Can you guys believe it?
Oh, that's a first.
9. Definitely a little low on spells.
Yeah. I'm a little low on hit points.
All right. Ren.
We got this.
And Duroc. All right. What did Ren? What did you get?
9.
Yami.
23.
Duroc.
17.
Yumhorn is feeling pretty good off of that initiative roll. He's confident. He was suspicious of them the whole time, so he had his hammer ready, and that's why his initiative is so high.
Okay. Yamhorn, you were first.
I want to yell out to them. You said there's 2 or 4?
There's 4.
There's 4, 1 per corner.
Yep.
Yumhorn wants to yell out to them and say, hold there. We've got a member of the Dragonsbane family here. We are here because we belong here.
I would.
And
It's coming. It doesn't care.
Okay.
I would prefer it if you guys were still here when I am laid to rest to protect this place. So
Yeah. So don't make me
It
kill
doesn't. It doesn't matter.
you. All right.
They've come alive and they're looking at you and they're if you don't make a
quickly,
action
Oleg,
here.
Okay.
don't waste any time.
Okay. I swing at the one front right. So like if I'm looking at the sarcophagus, it's the top right.
Okay.
We all know the one above my sarcophagus is probably the strongest. So
15.
Hits.
Nine damage.
Okay.
And let me roll for the stun. Does not stun, and I'm going to take my extra attack.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Okay. Hit.
9 damage. Let me roll to stun. Does not stun. I take my bonus action, and I get in Durok's sarcophagus and hide.
All right.
Cunning action. So I'm hidden.
Okay. So you take it's with your hammer.
Correct, sir.
Okay. So you attack this one up on the top right wall there, and you smash him once in the head, and then you come down, and then you come back up around with the uppercut of the hammer.
Yes.
And he looks like an egg about to be cracked, and he is just sort of like he's messed up. And you can run and hide in the sarcophagus, but the lid is too heavy and you can't pull it over you.
Dang it.
And you have a gargoyle right above you
That's
looking
true.
down at you now.
A fresh one.
Yep. So, let's see here. Gargoyle number 2 rolled a natty 20. And that's...
Wait. Can you number them on the map so we know?
Gargoyle number 2 that's right above you, Yammy.
Yeah, 2 is above his sarcophagus, right?
Yep, it's the one that you're in.
'Kay.
So he looks down at you, very predatory. And he is going to... he's going to bite you, and then he's going to try to claw attack you. He gets a little 2 attack thing going here. So...
Guys.
Oh, man.
You didn't crit, did you?
No, but with my
Or
plus
natty.
4, it is a 20.
Okay. It's a hit.
20 to hit. Oh, only a D6. All right.
Phew. I could take a few of those.
Well, 2d6 because he's going to bite you and then claw you.
Okay.
7 points of damage. Okay. So he lunges right down on top of you, just drops down and gives you a big old bite and starts clawing at you like a little kitty.
Yamhorn says, "Owie."
All right. Let's see here. Number 3 is Darok. You were up.
Okay.
So the one I attacked.
The one you attacked
was
number 1.
Okay.
And he is in the corner looking like, a hard-boiled egg. But if you, at Easter, you crunch it up, this just looks like that before you take off the shell.
Okay.
I yell out, "I'm okay. Go for the one I hit already."
Yeah, I'm just going to rush the one that he hit.
Okay.
Oh, God, math. 22.
Hit.
And can I just roll my second attack before rolling damage? Or do you want me to roll the damage?
Definitely roll the damage.
I'm going to use my Savage Attacker feat. Once per turn, I can re-roll my damage.
What was your damage?
You don't know.
What was your damage?
Oh, because you might die.
Yeah.
Sorry. 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 2 is 10.
Yeah, he had 2 left. So you come running over to him, and you swing down right onto the top of his head, and he just explodes.
He looked like a hard-boiled... Okay.
There you
Bentley
go.
is being very
There you
subtextual.
go.
Okay, can I use my remaining movement and second attack to go hit another one?
I'm going to say, how big is your movement?
25.
Okay, I will give you within 5 feet of Yamhorn, because the room is 30. I'll give you 5 feet within movement of your coffin, if you want. And he's getting bit and clawed up by a gargoyle.
Would I be able to melee that guy?
Nope. Since your movement is 25 feet and it's in the corner, it's more than 25 feet away.
God, I guess it's not worth it, but part of me just wants to use my action surge so I can move there.
Remember, you have 3 gargoyles left. None have
Is
taken
your
a
action
hit.
surge only one per
rest?
Per rest? It's up to you, dude.
3 gargoyles that have not taken a hit yet.
Whoops. Well, okay. Would I be able to reach any of them?
No.
Okay.
Because they're still all in the corners of the room.
Yeah, you were in corner 1, and so they're all kind of away from you.
So, but I probably can't theoretically take an attack action unless I'm within range, right?
Yeah.
So I have a move that says when I take an attack action, I can forgo one attack to give somebody else an attack.
Isn't melee within 5 feet?
Yeah.
He already said I'm out of range.
Okay.
So that's fine.
Okay.
But would I be able to do that? Just take the attack action. I only have one attack action left. Forgo that attack to give it to Yamhorn to attack?
If you want to, I'll allow it.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm just misreading this here. Expend a superiority die to give a creature an immediate reaction attack, adding superiority die to the damage.
Ooh.
Can I give that to Yamhorn?
Sounds like
I'm a
it.
creature.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think so.
All right, so I'm going to expend a superiority die.
I'll say Yamhor's a creature.
Okay, and so go ahead and
The basest.
take a reaction attack, and then you add 5 to your damage.
Okay. 15 plus 5, 20 to hit.
Okay, hit.
And oh wait, so I got a 1 on my damage, but I have great weapon fighting. So anytime I roll a 1 or a 2,
okay,
I think it's a 1 or a 2, but definitely a 1. I get a reroll, and I have to take the second roll.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Which is 4 plus
5 is 9
my
plus
2
so
is 6 plus his 5 is 11, and so 11 damage and then stun. I do not stun.
All right. What are you attacking him with?
My hammer.
Your hammer? All right. So this thing
Like
drops down on top of you, and you've got your hammer, and you've got it to your chest because you're like, oh, I'm scared. And then this thing drops down on top of you, and it starts like, and then so you bop it right in the chin and bop it in the chest, and you knock it off of you, and give it 11 points of damage, and you're still in the coffin. Now, Durag, who's 4? Where's 4? Okay, gargoyle number 4 is going to fly across the room at Ren.
Number 4.
Oh boy. He's been asleep a little too long and just he goes to jump off the platform and his legs are asleep and he just goes face down into the fucking floor.
What am I doing
right down
again?
in the air. He crit failed. So he just like, nope. Magic's a little loose with that guy. Okay, and let's see here. 4, 5. Oh, 5 is dead. Ren, you were up.
So I'll go ahead and move up next to my friends. You guys don't need any healing, right?
I'm
Pretty
fine,
good.
thank you.
Okay.
Well, maybe he does, but
I'll go ahead and Sacred Flame the one that fell down.
That sounds good.
Because it's embarrassing. So he makes a dex save.
Okay. What number?
15.
Okay. 8. He's got his face down, his butt up in the air, and his back to you.
So that's 10 damage, radiant.
Nice.
All right.
So this is the same one I just did 11 on?
No, this is a different one.
Okay.
The one you did.
Oh, that's right. Number 4 came at him.
Yep.
That'll
Okay.
be my turn.
Okay. Ren, and then gargoyle number 3, which is if you walked in the room, the one immediately to the left.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go for Ren too, because he just saw his compatriot get his bottom burned.
Ooh!
17.
Miss.
Oh!
What is your AC, halfling?
18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why am I a paladin and my stats are all worse than your guys's?
All right.
don't know.
So this guy, the gargoyle number 3, he goes to jump at you and just misjudges how short you are and just zoops right over the top of you and bangs his head off of the coffin that Yamhorn is sleeping in or crying in or whatever.
You got a real
doing.
Looney Tunes
Ooh.
situation happening.
So now there's 2 gargoyles in front of me?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So number 7, we are back to Yamhorn.
Yes. All right. So you came over to me, right?
He's 5
So
5 feet away.
There are 2 by me
Yeah.
and him, essentially, in our proximity.
You've got them sandwiched. They're both on the ground. One is sort of laid out with his head facing towards the coffin. The other one you flipped off. He's on his back.
Bonk. Okay. And then the third one that's remaining, where is that one in relation to
Third
us?
one is face down, like if I were the coffin.
Mhm.
It's to my right over here, face down with its butt in the air. It's got its butt burned.
Okay, and we're over here.
Yeah, if you were to
Okay.
walk into the room, you guys are
Okay.
to the right. And you're still laying down in the coffin.
For some reason.
Well, he just he bopped him up and knocked him
I'm
up.
rocking back and forth, holding myself, saying, "Make it go away! Make it go away!"
Doing that, I'm going to give you disadvantage if you're scared.
I think I smell pee.
Not my coffin, Yamhorn!
The place of my eternal rest.
You know what? I'm going to go for the one that's above me that attacked me.
Well, it's not above you.
Or-
it's on the ground.
Yeah.
But they're right next to each other,
Okay.
so it doesn't really
I'm going
matter.
to reach out over the coffin and just like try to smash
Give him an
straight
old
down
smash.
Give him a little boop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll say the one who knocked his head in, Doe, for you, it takes 2 damage.
Sweet.
Yay. Natty 20!
All right. Yeah.
Womp, womp,
Definitely.
womp.
Okay. So, what would you like to do?
I'd like to think that it is face down on the ground, and before it can kind of compose itself and come back up, I just want to squash its head down on the floor
Okay.
like a grape.
Okay.
So 9 extra attack.
Don't need it.
Okay, 9.
So you stand up out of the coffin, you roar, you have your hammer, you jump forward and do a 180 in the air, and as you land on the other side of this guy's legs, facing his head, you bring it down.
Yamhorn
And-
Season 2 is badass.
Yeah, and
doing
you
great.
blow that guy's head up, and you've got the one gargoyle still laying face down that jumped over and knocked his head, and then you've got the one with its bottom in the air, which is directly behind you if you were to turn around in the other
Okay.
corner.
If DM allows, what I'd like to do is use my extra attack after I just nattied that one.
Yep.
I want to reach.
I'll allow it.
I want to just let that hammer keep swinging by and try to hit it in the butt that's sticking out right behind me.
All right.
So here I go.
That's sweet butt attack.
18 plus 5.
You hit him right in the bobo.
5 damage.
Okay.
No stun.
Okay. So
That kind of makes sense on a backswing.
you mash the head and then of the one in front of you, and then immediately flip your hammer back and just send it as a projectile. And just as he's starting to feel like he could lift his head, he feels a hammer hit him right in the bottom, and it takes off his entire bottom. And you've split this thing in half. So now its legs are kicking, its upper body is kicking, but it's missing the middle part.
And I say, no! No!
And it has a very similar eggshell cracked look to it now as well.
You guys. Who's next?
So where's the?
Sorry about that.
Where's the last
Yarnhorn,
one?
You killed that one. Duroc, you're up.
Where's the last one that's not?
It's lane. No, it's
So
lane.
that was over there, right?
Hold on. You enter the room. To the right is the thing where Yamhorn just jumped out,
And I'm
blew
over
up the
there,
other
too.
one, and then he threw it behind him. The other one that just went over Ren is laying right next to the one with the exploded head, and you were right there. And Yamhorn is here, so you could walk in front of him technically.
And there's no other gargoyles.
There's the one that's split in half in the upper, like if you're looking at your dad's grave right there,
Yeah.
to the right, he's split in half
Okay.
in front of that thing. You are down where the entrance is, and you're on that side. So you've got one that's split in half and one that's laying there after bonking his head.
I'd like to go hit the one that's bonked his head.
All right.
That's cute.
While
It bonked his
stepping
head.
on the one that's split in half and hopefully kill
The
him.
one that's split in half is on the other side of the room.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that anyways.
So you can step on the one where he just blew up his head, which is right next to it.
Okay, I do that and it looks cool because like dust goes everywhere. And then I go to the one that bonked his head and I go and wail on him with my sword.
Okay, roll it.
Roll that whale.
Roll for whale.
25.
Hit.
Ooh, can you believe it? That's a miss.
I need to use my savage attacker.
Okay. If you'd like to.
Okay.
You didn't tell me how much damage you did, so
That's fine. I take my savage attack.
how much did you do before?
3 plus 7.
Okay, so you did 10 before.
Yeah, so
Okay,
now I'm
and now
doing
you're
15.
adding savage attack.
Yeah, so I do 15 damage total.
Total? Great. So you You get real savage on it. You come down and you're just like, why won't you just stop attacking us? And you just like, you're chopping it up. And it's just going like, and it now has a very egg crack shape to it as well.
All right.
We're doing
and
so
now I
good,
use my
guys.
second attack.
Okay.
Crack that egg.
And it is a 22.
Hit.
Jeez. What's your 7?
Plus 7. My attack bonus is plus 8.
Man.
Anyway, so then I just rolled 7 plus 7 is 14.
He explodes into moon dust. So, why leave me and my friends? And you're like,
My face is just covered in gargoyle ash.
He starts sneezing.
yeah. It's like in Home Alone where he gets all the flour in the face or whatever. He's like, my friend's alone. You spit out like a little piece of rock. All right. Well, he did. The only one left is the one that's in half. That's going like the upper half, and the legs and arms aren't working right.
I feel like we got this, guys.
Quick, get him! We also
And he's next, and because he's split in half, he's just going to sort of like start crawling towards you guys, and that's
This
all.
is so
That's all
creepy.
he can do.
It's
He's
so
crawling.
creepy.
He's crawling towards your guys' corner.
Okay.
I think he's trying to crawl to run away.
That's all he's doing. So up next is Ren.
I'll go ahead and Sacred Flame him.
Okay.
You're
Save
so
from,
mean.
DC 15.
Okay.
The dex save.
Yeah, no, he got a 7.
10 damage.
Oh, you know he did.
Oh my goodness.
So you shoot the sacred flame right at him, and it toasts him for a second. And he goes like, oh! His face gets real big, and it hits it, goes right into his mouth, comes out his bottom, then hits his bottom part, and he just is like frozen in place with his arms up and his eyes really wide and his mouth open. He's like, oh! He turns darker, and his whole body crumbles to ash. And you've defeated all of the gargoyles.
I like that image of him like swallowing the flame and then it coming out his esophagus
Yeah.
on the bottom.
Yeah.
And it all looks like me, like coming
Yeah.
out of myself into him.
Yeah, yeah, a little you. It shrunk as it got into his mouth, and it just blew out his backside, and then hit his legs and his tail, and it all went up in flame. Well, you've got a bunch of dark things of ash around the room, and
I'm going to take a handful and put it in my bag.
okay, just mark it down. Do you guys remember what the giant said to you?
Yeah, of course.
Take what
Only
you
what you
need,
need.
not
He
what
said,
you want.
He said something about
Only what you need, not what you want.
Okay.
Does anybody else smell sautéed onions or something?
I made Philly
smells
cheesesteaks
good.
last night.
It smells good.
So I quickly go to Hiruk's sarcophagus.
Okay,
I open it.
it doesn't open.
God, I hate puzzles. I hate dwarves.
Wait. Are you having a hard time over there, buddy? Do you need some help?
Yeah, you guys want to help me with this?
Sure.
See, it's the most obvious answer.
I just want to ask because it's your family. I don't want to desecrate anything. So
Yeah.
if you
give me a
wanna
hand
try
with
to-
this.
all
Give
right.
me a hand.
So I'll go ahead and give you guys both enhance ability, level 3.
Okay.
Jeez. So
For
you
just-
have...
So why don't you roll me some sort of check?
like a strength or something.
So you guys both have advantage on strength
Roll
checks,
me
and you
a
can-
perception check.
and your carry capacity.
Perception
levels.
seems reasonable. 23.
Okay.
Not nearly that good.
Okay. So as you're trying to move the lid and lift the stuff and do you're like, oh, what is stupid? I'm so impatient and dumb. And
the door behind you opens.
no, that door's still open. It now closes. No, I'm kidding. And you sort of get frustrated and you're like, and you put your hand on.
The spiky thing.
No,
Yeah, I'm a horned
there's not
tip.
a spiky thing there. Remember,
Oh.
it's thing and it shoots light everywhere. You put your hand down on top of the sword that's engraved and it pushes in
Oh.
and it recedes into the wall. And there you see in full armor that still looks as good as the day as when he was buried.
Ugh.
Body, not so much.
Oh, okay.
He looks way older.
Yeah, he's aged a few years.
Little skeleton.
Yeah, he's a little mummified.
Not
kind of
getting his
weird looking.
cardio, obviously.
However, in his hands is a sword that you recognize.
Yeah. Draken's toter.
Yeah, Draken Toter, brah.
Yamhorn looks at Durak and says, "Is that it?"
I guess.
What do you do?
I reach down and I...
Wait! Yamhorn stops him. Do you need this?
Well, we do. They told us we needed it.
Who did?
Those people.
Valtread Boulder Grip.
Boulder Grip told us.
You hear in your head.
Yeah. Boulder Grip told me that we needed this.
All right, man. If the walls start caving in or something, I'm just running for it. I don't care about you.
Yeah, maybe I should leave it, huh? I mean, we just we did all
Just
this.
came on. Killed all these things.
Yeah.
Look,
Solved all these puzzles.
let's just slowly take his hands off of it. Is it in his hands?
Yeah, he's holding it, you know,
All right, I'm just gonna
like a knight.
carefully pull his hands off. And if
Okay.
anything bad happens, we'll
Wait,
just put
pull his hands
back.
off?
Off
This
the
is getting
sword. Off the sword, Yamhorn.
Uh-oh.
Enough with the jokes in front of my grandfather's corpse.
He always hated comedy.
So I just slowly
You pry him. Okay.
and I like mutter like a few apologies to him. I'm like, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't important.
Yamhorn leans in to listen.
I say,
His jaw starts moving. No problem. No I'm kidding.
I say,
But it's Yamhorn moving it.
and as I get the final finger off, I say, Versberg needs your help again, grandfather. And then
Okay.
I gingerly pull the sword up very slowly, just
Okay.
kind of testing first,
Okay.
and then I pull it out.
All right. And you're holding the sword?
Yeah.
All right. The light that was coming down through the crystal hits the end of the sword, and you see it just go down through the sword, and you feel a sense of shock and warmth go through your body. And your sword is still there. However, you have the innate suspicion that you are now attuned to this sword.
Nice.
And that's it.
Yamhorn says...
You guys felled the mausoleum of Dragonsbane.
Yamhorn
Now,
said,
Yamhorn doesn't do anything. You guys are all done.
Yamhorn's waiting, yeah.
You guys you're playing with a jaw.
I just wanted to say something.
What do you want to say, Yamhorn?
I want to say, you look like you just had pea shivers. Are you okay?
I give the sword like a few reflexive like swings, and it just feels like an extension of my arm, you know?
Mhm.
And you can almost hear it like just whistling a little bit.
It does. It sings as you swing.
Oh, God, yes.
Well,
Yamhorn.
all right, now
Fully
Bozos.
works.
That was more than pea shivers, Yamhorn.
Bozos, you have felled the tomb or the mausoleum of Dragonsbane. Now we get the 3 magical items that I rolled you each.
Yes.
You also get XP for everything that you have accomplished. Ren, did you have a question?
Oh, I was just going to go ahead and do my blessing, smear the
Okay.
yeah
Over the dead body?
over the forehead.
Great. It starts to sink into the floor.
What causes something? Oh,
Snakes come
It
out.
blows up.
Snakes
All right. Now, so for the 4, what are they called? Durgar or whatever, the weird weird zombie
the
dwarves. You each take, so you beat 4 of them. You each get 1,000 apiece.
Total, or 4 times 1,000?
You each get 1,000
Okay.
All
XP.
right. What about for all of the
apiece.
riddles and stuff?
Hang on, he's
Hey!
getting to it.
Durak, have some patience.
What about this?
What about this? What about shut your
What
face?
about when I tied my horse up? Tammy.
Tammy, I forgot that. Now,
I tied it really well.
for the overall cave, I keep saying cave, the mausoleum of Dragonsbane.
Hiruk. But I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
it's mine too. Whatever.
Sorry, Dragonsbane. I should have that written down. For felling the mausoleum of Dragonsbane. Yeah, I'm going to use that take. You each get 3,000 XP. And for felling the hybrid rock giant, that sort of thing.
Protector.
Yep. The pro.
The pro, yeah.
Add another 1,000.
Total of 5,000 XP.
So
I can dig.
you have
good dungeon.
5,000 XP extra now. And as you feel all this XP ding, 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 going up like a pinball machine, magically in front of you on the floor. Basically, it's a couple feet in front of each one of you. So when you turn around and you're looking at the exit door, the entrance door that you came in from the other room, Red and Life Soil, you see, and this is for next time we play, you'll have to look everything up and add it to all your stuff. For Red and Life Soil, and a neat little thing there, you see Boots of Striding and Springing. You have Keoghtom's Ointment, Keoghtoms, Keoghtom's Ointment. And there is a potion there labeled Potion of Animal Friendship.
Aww.
For Darok Dragonsbane, now you had rolled a magical item before, so you can choose whether you keep your one that you rolled or these 3.
Okay.
But you only get 3. So you have in front of you Dust of Disappearance in a vial, Potion of Diminution. I can't read my own doctor handwriting. But it's a potion you take, makes you smaller.
Okay.
And it's in the middle, wrapped around in a circle, is a rope. And in the middle is your Dust of Disappearance, your Potion of Diminution, and you have a rope of climbing.
Nice.
100 feet.
Cool.
That sounds like it come in handy.
What kind of stats can I expect from Draken's Toter? Or do you want to talk about
You have
that
to
later?
look it up, he said.
No, for Draken's Toter, we can talk about it later.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. I've got some ideas, and I just need to... No. I've got some ideas.
Okay, cool.
Knock it off. In rum whiskey idiot. All right, now in front of Yamhorn,
Yes.
you see a potion vial labeled Potion of Greater Healing.
Yes.
You see,
Yamhorn needs that.
You see a Stone of Good Luck,
Oh, dang. That's cool.
and you see a spell scroll. Would you like to open it?
Oh, that's rough.
It's not, I'll tell you now, it won't use it, or nothing's going to happen.
Like, I can't not use it if I open it.
No, it's
Okay.
fine. Like, you open it up to look
Yeah,
at it
yeah,
to see
yeah,
what
yeah.
it is.
I defo
Okay.
want to look that up.
Then inside, it's written in sweet, it looks like the Constitution of the United States of America. 9th level spell scroll, Dispel Magic.
Whoa.
That'll be helpful.
But you're going to have to spend some time getting that since it's 2 levels above you.
Yeah.
Few things about
Jeez.
the mausoleum. Once again, only what you need, never what you want. Had you just gone and tried to get the sword out of the casket, you wouldn't have had to fight gargoyles. Also,
Wait. Explain that. Say that again.
if you had gone just to his great grandfather's casket and tried to
and not
open
peeked
that,
at your own.
and not, if you disturbed any of the other ones, they were going to come alive.
Fart.
Only what you need, never what you want.
Oh, I'm going to
And
have to
and
replace
I-
these gargoyles now. That sucks.
Don't worry,
out of
they
the
come back
family budget.
magically.
Oh, good.
I'm sorry for forcing you to get in your own casket.
Also, if you had Darok, since you have if you had gone in the other room with the kings and the queens and stuff, there was a specific reason that it was about a half an inch. That scroll, had you really, really looked and done a investigation, you would have noticed a seam, and if you had just pushed that whole thing in, lots of treasure.
Well, can
We
go back
double
to that room?
back, and
Nope.
we haven't left yet.
I
And-
tried to look there.
Yeah, but he's got
That's
that
true,
sweet
yeah.
magic thing, and I think he only rolled
Right.
like a 16.
So
Yeah.
Bentley has treasure rooms in his dungeons.
let's remember
On
that.
this one, I wanted to give you guys the out of the gate some really great stuff.
Well, we take only what we need, not what we want.
Exactly.
So,
But that's only for that room. It's a sword, bruh. And then I had this weird stipulation. Had you tried to persuade the hill giant or the stone giant,
I was going to.
and you had rolled high enough, which was an 18, he just would have given you a riddle, and if you solved it, you would have passed.
He asked if I was worthy, and I said maybe not. But
but you didn't try to persuade him. It was a very specific thing.
Let me just say, I'm very charismatic. I'm very persuasive. So
Yes.
if we run into a similar situation,
well, hopefully when we're in your families too.
All right.
And I love touching your hip to try to help you out.
And I'll dig that.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in to this episode of Sciatica. This episode of Chaotic Amateurs. I've been your host and DM, Bentley Michaels. To my right, we have
Caleb is Yamhorn Doril.
And Rhett as Duroc Dragonsbane.
Milo is Red.
Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.